How's it going, guys? My name is Trilla. This is my first tutorial, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I take this photo of my friend Lexi and compose her into this wallpaper I found on Wallbase. And let's see if I can get the blending and the colors to look correct. Alright, first thing I do, I duplicate the layers so I can always go back to it. And we open up Topaz Labs. It's called Remask. One of these filters is actually really amazing. I suck with the pen tool, so I'd rather use this to draw around people and actually get these hairs cut out. It's pretty simple. I'll show you whenever my computer decides to act right. No, just take your time. You can hit the plus mark on your keyboard and you'll zoom in. Make sure that you're on the blue selection. What it is going to do is it's going to compute this area and decide, like, it's kind of like where your line is. Don't draw too far in or too far out, just kind of cover where the edges are. So then later it will decide exactly where it's at. Just to let you know, there's a lot of techniques. You can do this multiple ways, but this is the way I do it. Alright, so I have her all, surrounded on the edges, and what we do is we take this red bucket, click in there. So now we have the green is what we're keeping, red is what we're getting rid of, and the blue is what's computing. What I do is I click compute mask, let it do its thing. What I did is it started putting a mask around it. Well, you can hit this up here to the top right. It's going to show you, here's like these little miniature tabs right here. You can click keep, and this is the stuff that you are keeping from this image. And I like to bounce back and forth, looking left and right to see what I'm keeping, whatnot with the mask, because it's a little hard on the black background. Sometimes I'll switch the background to like a purple or something like that, something off. Zoom in. Get rid of these artifacts that are messing up here on the left. The shortcuts is Q on the keyboard is a green, and W is the red, and to recompute it's the E. So just hit the edges real quick, see if there's anything too out of place. Like this up here. What my friend likes to do is he takes the blue brushes on the hair and tries to recompute. So that way maybe it'll stick out a little easier. You can edit on each side, doesn't really matter. This photo is actually taken by Photos with Joel. Check out his stuff. He's a great photographer. He's actually the one that mentored me to start doing stuff like this. And there we go. I don't like all this extra stuff on the edge. There we go. I'm gonna give it overall look real quick. I don't see anything completely wrong with it, so you just press OK. And now she's cut out. Pretty fast, pretty simple, way quicker than you going in here and trying to cut out each little hair and stuff like that. Move this over. Ooh, what's up, big head? I scale this down. Like I said, there's no wrong way to do this in my opinion, as long as you find a way that you can blend colors together. There's multiple ways to do it online you can find, but this is just the way I do it. So I got it cut out. I mean, you can obviously see a little bit of green here and there. And actually what I'll do is grab her hair and take the image, hue, go to the greens, just kind of bring that saturation down. There it is, harsh on the edge. Right here you can see. All I do is just drag that down. It's not really affecting the hair. You can't see anything that's going too different. I like taking a level and creating a clipping mask, so that way if I adjust this level, it can always be just the original content. I can go back to the original photo if I delete the whole mask. But looking at the photo, there's a lot of yellows in the background. And you hit blue. too much. So there already we got like just a slight adjustment. It starts adding these yellow tones back in to add another adjustment down here and add a photo filter. So just the warming, since it's a yellow, I've already got like her looking like she's in this photo. If you hit Command Alt Shift E, you will create a stamp of the whole image. It's like all the layers below it have merged into one, and you create a new layer. So I take that and then I duplicate it, and I go up to Filters, Other, High Pass, and you don't want to do too much of this, like just like enough to get the edges of everything. So finally, equal medium here. I can see her eyes, I can see the edges, I can see some of these trees. So if I hit overlay, if you look here, you got everything kind of flown together as one image. You have the sharpness of the leaves and the edges and the necklace and the rocks as I click on and off, kind of appearing more into the photo. Put a new layer. Make sure that this color is all the way down to the bottom left in the black, and this B right here is kind of like your grayscale, I suppose, and just click 50%. It's going to bring you all the way up to perfect gray. Put that on the new layer. Then after that, turn it to overlay. The reason why you do this is because anything perfectly gray does not show in the overlay. But you can use the dodge and burn tool and it won't get affected. See, I'm drawing and I can see more light coming to her face. You can kind of see it on this little previewer. And say you use too much light, then you can go back to the burn tool, try to even it out, or you can just take the paintbrush and paint gray right back over it and just restart. I'll go ahead and kind of paint where I think the light source would be. Take it up here, brighten that up, and then start brightening this side of her body up. Okay, so I got this side well lit. I kind of go in a little bit more. Then what I would do, just since you already got the highlights harsh and starting to change the colors into more of a hue, more saturated on it, what you would do is start drawing in your shadows with the burn tool, kind of like darken up the shadows on her face and her hand and her arm, and you can apply this to anywhere on the image. Kind of like back here where it's darker. And then just I'd probably hit another filter on top. But yes, this is how I compose two photos in together. And I'll show you how we kind of started in the end. Take the stamp. This is before when we just dropped it in, and this is after. Thank you. Please subscribe. Please add my Facebook page, facebook.com/Trilla Designs. Thank you.